halt die Welt geht zugrunde sozusagen. Und das ist tragisch, genauso tragisch wie für die Raupe, wenn er merkt, dass es mit ihm zu Ende geht. Aber das ist nicht tragisch, wenn man denkt, dass er wird Puppe und nachher kommt der Schmetterling. Ne? Und
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, in our case, I mean, the presupposition Willis Harman needs for that is wie sagt man, der Landeplatz, wenn man jetzt vom Flugzeug aus denkt,
the space.
The space for where souls can come is the biosphere.
Yeah.
And if we destroy the biosphere, so the whole game can stop.
Ja, und damit Schluss. Now, I want to get back. I tell my students...
Wait a moment, I will just...
Yeah. All right, yes, damit. I'm trying to make something, make a point as simply as I can. I tell my students, we can all see colours. We see the whole spectrum of colours. But some people can't see the spectrum of colours. They are colourblind. And they see the world in limited or just black and white. Okay? Now I say, imagine the entire world were colourblind and only you can see in full colours. How do you explain to other people what these colours are? Now, mutatis mutandis, we all see colours, of course, but the human being, by nature, is able to see a much wider spectrum of things, not in the range of colours, but in the range of spiritual and ecological insights. How do we wake up? How do we move from where we are to where we have this wider perception, rather like moving from the human being who is colourblind, who rediscovers the use of the colour vision?
And to shorten the way first very fast, I would say the awakening will be an evolution program, or it will not happen.
Or it will not happen.
Or it will not happen. I mean, my assumption is there is a program of awakening, and if you look at the history of human mind, so you could say the following at least. I mean, if we are 50 or 40,000 years now, what we call ourselves Homo sapiens sapiens. We will laugh, but this is we are call ourselves. So I think since then we are able, by biological foundations, by our biological foundations, to solve integrals, for example. But I mean, only in the last 300 or 400 years, since Leibniz and Newton, we do solve integrals. The capacity was born with us,
latent,
but it wasn't
actualized.
It wasn't actualized, and I think the simple mathematical example has significance for the whole evolution of human mind in what concerns receptivity. Receptivity for the as you said before, mental structures, but mental structures is what we compare with our own mind. To that degree we have developed it, and by this reason Aurobindo speaks, the English Indian philosopher, an Indian, but he is educated in Britain for 14 years when he was young, 7 years in India, in a British school already, and then till he was 21 in Britain, and then only then he started to recover his Indian background, and so he is an Indian.
Brings them both together,
so,
yes.
so and he says by this reason, he speaks of a supramental level of universal spirit, I would say, of a supramental. This is only a name. The name supramental. The spirit itself of the universe wouldn't consider himself a supramental, but this is a name coming from the border of the limits of our normal mentality.
Well, normal mentality, that really implies the limits set by the mechanistic worldview, the limits set by the conservative scientific worldview.
I think this is not enough to say.
Not enough to say.
I mean, this is obvious. This is obvious. I mean, this is maybe this is a kind of inflation of mind-produced thoughts and things. This may be a special wall we have built against. The coming supramentality also maybe, but this
is like Wilber's Atman project.
Yes, so we have built it to such a degree that this Atman project
prevents us from going.
Yeah, prevents us. Wie sagt man zusätzlich?
Supplementary.
Yeah,
it adds to the.
Yeah, yes, it adds. I would say to a problem which is human in a general sense, which is an anthropological problem. I mean, it's the same. Aurobindo says there were probably to all times of humanity single people who were open for the whole universe. They were working hard to be receptive. Yeah. So the Buddha, for example. Also, it is not clear if they saw it in the only possible way. Maybe no man till now has got the whole thing. Maybe this is only possible by a wide range of people with different, wie sagt man, Gaben, was da in der Bibel Gaben heißt?
Yeah, different gifts.
Gifts, yeah. by different gifts. And now the Aurobindo says this is very important if at least so a minority is not too small.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, maybe in the United States, 1 million people will be enough. Maybe not. And it is nothing will be won if there is 1 million people who has got it and the other one are absolutely splitted of it. So really you have to look for a continuum. And so in the last level of the problem, it depends on the majority, how developed is the receptivity for the intelligence of the universe. And now, what he calls supramental structure is a universal program. I mean, the presupposition of this thought is we would not, nobody would be Buddha or were able to become Buddha if there was not a cosmic program for that, as born with human genotype.
Would you